Welcome back to the Beat the Odds Horse Racing Show. I'm your host, Tony Manzella. It's the last weekend for Kentucky Oaks and Kentucky Derby preps. We got Keeneland with the Bluegrass and the Ashland. You got the Wood Memorial out there at Aqueduct, and what's the name of the Phillies race? My mind's drawing a blank, but we got a Kentucky Oaks prep out there. And then at Santa Anita, you got the Santa Anita Derby and the Santa Anita Oaks. Thank you to our friends over at SeatGeek for sponsoring today's episode. SeatGeek is the #1 ticketing app for any live events, sporting events on the market. All you have to do is put in your location and it shows you everything in your area. So go check it out. MLB season is just kicking off. NBA playoffs are around the corner. Or just go see your favorite band or person in concert. Go check it out. Download the app. Use code BTO Horse Racing at checkout. And make sure you look for that little green dot. That lets you know you're getting a great deal on your tickets. Use code BTO Horse Racing at checkout. Starting it off with tomorrow at Keeneland is the Ashland. The Ashland goes as race number 9. We have a field of 7 horses in here, headlined by the Todd Pletcher trainee, Zany, who was 4-5 on the morning line. But let's go through the field one by one. Starting off with number 1 is Nikon. Nikon is only 1-for-4 lifetime with 2 nice second place finishes in Boston Stake races. Last time out in the Busher, ran behind Paradise, who was dominant in that race. Nikon, I think she can hit the board at a nice price, but I don't think she can win this race. Now, Percy's Bar. I love this horse heading into the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies, and she ran okay, but this horse, she was so impressive in the Alcibiades. Yes, she got disqualified, but if they could have just kept her straight, she wins easily. Percy's Bar, she's very talented. I think off the layoff, she's been working 4 straight bullets. I mean, she's working lights out right now at Keeneland. I mean, on March 6th, 4 furlongs, 46-1. March 15th, 4 furlongs, 47-2, best of 12. And then last week, March 24th, 47-2. I mean, she's working lights out. Percy's Bar, not to be taken lightly in this race for sure. Now Zany for Rapoli, Todd Pletcher, and Irad Ortiz Jr. This horse has done nothing wrong. I mean, 3 for 3, 3 dominating wins. She is the class of the field right now. She's been working pretty decently at Palm Beach Downs. She's the one to beat for sure. French Connection, 9-2 in the morning line for Mark Casse. This horse is also undefeated, 2 for 2, 2 big-time wins at Oaklawn, a maiden, and then dominated the Dixie Belle. She's going to go straight to the lead and try and take them wire to wire in here. But there's a lot of speed in here. So, I just think if I'm going to take somebody that's undefeated, right now I'm going to take Zany. I think her races have been more impressive than French Friction. Omaha Bay, this horse broke the maiden and then ran a distant 4th in the Devona Dale. She's an outsider in here. I mean, the workouts don't impress me too much. I think she's over her head. Holly by golly, this horse is 2 for 5 lifetime. Broke the maiden in a maiden 30. Then the light bulb went off, has 3 nice races in a row. I just think she's in over her head. She's an allowance horse right now, optional claiming, as you see by her last win. An optional claiming 62K, non-winner of 1. That's the level for her. I'd like to go to a non-winner of 2, but it is what it is. And then star actress for Bill Mott. Bill Mott has got a lot of talented horses in his barn. Junior Alvarado, this horse stepped up and got the maiden done. Maiden victory last time out. I'm not worried about stepping up in class. She's a long shot in here that I think could hit the board. But my top pick to win the Ashland is Percy's Bar. She likes this track. She should have a victory over this track. Well, she does, actually. Yeah, she broke the maiden here. So she should be 2 for 2 at the track. She loves Keeneland. Percy's Bar is my pick to win the Ashland and punch her ticket to the Kentucky Oaks. My top 3 would be Percy's Bar, Zany, and then give me star actress on the outside. Those are my top 3 horses. Heading over to Saturday, you have the Grade 1 Toyota Bluegrass Stakes. Man, oh man, what a field we have in this race. We do have a scratch that just was announced about an hour before recording this. Class president will be scratched and possibly off the Kentucky Derby trail. But let's get into it runner by runner. First up is Talkin'. This horse broke the maiden first time out, then has been in nothing but graded stakes. Ran a nice second behind Napoleon Solo, who ran off the screen in the Champagne. He was a no-show in the Remsen, and then a no-show again in the Tampa Bay. I mean, I just think this horse is up against it. He's only got a maiden win up against his name. Now he has, I do like his last really 3 workouts. So he's training well coming into this race. I think it's just too much to ask from him. Class president was the number 2. He's out. Great White. This horse broke the maiden first time out at Turfway Park and has been on nothing but the sticky stuff at Turfway Park. But horse is 2 for 3. He's been working out at Keeneland. I'm just not in love with it. Not in love with Great White at all. If Great White wins, he beats me. Now, Reagan's Honor. This horse was all the buzz at the fairgrounds when breaking the maiden, and then came back to absolutely dominate an allowance field. This horse is the goods in here for Jose and Cherie DeVoe. Would not surprise me to see this horse win. Creole Chrome. This horse is a Louisiana bred, 3 for 4 lifetime. I understand you got to take your shot, dream big, but no. I mean, I just find it very hard to believe that you're going to beat these top dog horses from the Brad Cox barn, the Cherie DeVoe barn. I mean, Chad Brown barn. I mean, you're Louisiana bred. Stick to Louisiana breds and be dominant. Creole Chrome is a no from me. Further ado, this horse he needed last time out. Ran a nice second in the Tampa Bay Derby, or what was that? Tampa Bay Derby. Behind the Puma, he was right there. He's 2 for 5 lifetime. That was his first race since November. This horse, once he broke his maiden, he was the talk of the town. Broke his maiden by 20 lengths here at Keeneland. He loves Keeneland. This horse has been working up a storm at Payson Park. I mean, look at those last, pretty much every workout on the page. I know some of them were before the Tampa Bay Derby, but this horse has been working up a storm. I think, further ado, is ready to put on a nice performance in the Toyota Bluegrass. O'Sally takes the blinkers off, but once he stepped into stake races in the Sam F. Davis and the Virginia Derby, he's been a no-show. He's only hit the board in maiden. Not for me. Moonstrosity is a maiden as well. Not for me. Otenho, however you say it for Chad Brown and Flavian Pratt, you do not take this team lightly. I don't care if this horse is 1 for 3 and a maiden win. They're coming in here to win and beat you. So, this horse has got a great shot to win. But my pick to win the Toyota Bluegrass is going to be Reagan's Honor. I think this horse can get out if Jose senses there's too much speed in here, which it doesn't really look like too much speed in here. I think Reagan's Honor will sit a great trip, probably stalk it, and if on lead, Jose can slow it down and do his thing up front. Reagan's Honor is going to be my selection to win the Toyota Bluegrass. Heading over to Aqueduct, you have, let's get to it. Let me scroll down. Almost there. You have the grade 3 Gazelle. You have, starting it off with Paradise. This horse has pretty much done nothing wrong. Brad Cox won the Busher. This horse is going to be very hard to beat. Just don't like that one hole. Always a runner. Broke the maiden by 6 last time out. They paid over $1 million for her. She's going to take some money. Nikon. Once again, this horse has got a maiden win. Ran a nice second behind Paradise last time out. Was only beaten 3 lengths. 2 bits. Won the Ruthless. That was at 7 furlongs. I just think she's a cut below. Baffle for Rapoli. No, 0 for 6. Not on the Kentucky Oaks Trail for me. Pashima. This horse has been at the fairgrounds, Sunland Park, and is only 1 for 5. Not for me. Hot Gossip. This horse has won 2 in a row. It is a neck away from being 3 for 3 out of his last 3. For Linda Rice, I understand you got to take your shot. Just don't think she's ready for Paradise and others in here. Victory Hall, nice New York bred, 4 for 7, real nice filly, but she could pick up the pieces in here. She's going to get a good trip, good stalking trip for Ricardo Santana. If there's something up front, she will pick up the pieces. And then slow Cara, 0 for 2 maiden, can't get it done in the maiden. I don't see it happening in this race. So who am I going to pick? Paradise is going to be the favorite. Always a runner is going to take some money, but I'm not going to go with the favorite. That's no fun unless I think she's a sure thing. Give me Always a Runner. Chad Brown has been on fire everywhere he sends a horse. Always a runner to win the Gazelle for me. And then the grade 2, Wood Memorial. Number 1 is Napoleon Solo, sending him back to Aqueduct, a track we know he loves. Can we just throw a line through his last race? I think so. He's been working out pretty good since then. He can definitely win this race. Talk to Me, Jimmy. This horse ran off the screen in the Withers. This will be his first race back. This horse can definitely win this race. My only thing, he's definitely going to have some pace up front with Red Zone runner, Iron Honor. But there's not that much speed in here. And especially breaking from the 2-hole, I think Ruben Silvera can get him out, get him to the lead, and dictate it. I think he will be on the lead. There's a couple horses in here that show tactical speed, but I think he will be the pace runner. Right to Party, broke the maiden, then was 7 lengths worse than Iron Honor. No thank you. Now, Steele, this horse for Bill Mott, broke the maiden last time out by a nose, and now the owners want to take a shot. He's by Tappet. I mean, I just think that's a big ask by only winning by a nose. He didn't dominate the maiden field, and he had to come from 10 lengths out of it. He came from dead last. He was 18-1 that day. I just don't think he gets the pace for that. O'Selley, I just can't take a horse that is 0 for 5 in a race right before the Kentucky Derby. I just can't do it. Minor Inconvenience. This horse is won 2 out of his last 3, won the funny side. He's a nice New York bred, but I think it stops there. Albus for Riley Bob. I did like this win at 1 mile and 40 yards by 6 lengths. Out of that, he's been working pretty decently. I like this March 14th work. 4th best out of 90. I like that work. He's by Yalpon out of a Bernardini mare. Think he can get the distance. I like Albus at probably a price. Courting, no thank you. Bravero, no thank you. I think he's a cut below. I think he's a nice New York bred. Red Zone runner, no thank you. Ottenho, it depends where he runs. If he runs in here, which would make sense. I mean, he's been here every race. But this horse would be a huge win contender in here. He's putting the blinkers on to show more speed. He's got a bad post though. But this horse could definitely win. Butane, I really like this horse, but he just has not shown that promise and gone on since those first 2 races. I do like this workout at at Belmont. Last time, that Bullet. I think he will show his true ability here. He's got an outside post, but Martin Garcia will get him out, get him into a stalking trip. Probably, hopefully save some ground going into that first turn. Butane definitely does have a shot to win. I think if he's going to run his best, it's today or tomorrow, Saturday. And then Iron Honor. This horse, I think, is the class of the field, but that post is brutal. I mean, he's a good gate horse. He can get out, but they are going to have to quarter horse it to the lead in here. So my pick to win the Wood Memorial is going to be Talk to Me Jimmy for Rudy Rodriguez and Ruben Silveira. I think they get out and go straight to the lead and never look back. Talk to Me Jimmy to win the Wood Memorial. Now, over at Santa Anita, I'm going to keep things real quick. You take Meaning to win the Santa Anita Oaks, and you take one of the two Bob Bafferts to win the Santa Anita Derby. That's all you need. I don't see Meaning losing, and I don't see either one of the Bob Bafferts not winning that race. So thank you for joining us on this episode of the Beat the Odds Horse Racing Show. Kentucky Derby is almost here. These are the last preps, and we will have our field of 20 horses lined up to go in the gate. Let's see who comes out on top this weekend. Good luck on all your wagers, and we'll see you in the next episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.